What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of NASCAR Thunder 2004 modded career mode with your host, NekoDarius. If you missed the last race, it came down to a last lap heroic dive into 3 and 4 at Dover. And I mean, usually I wouldn't want to spoil it for you guys, but if you didn't have a chance to watch that entire race and that build up, you definitely need to look back at that video. I know it's a little bit on the long side because we were explaining the mod. We had new drivers come in for the first time ever. We got a ton of new names. We've got some replaced drivers as well and some of their old rides. Just saying, the number 43 car has got a new driver. We got Tony Raines in here. We got Jimmy Spencer in the game. I mean, there's a lot going on in NASCAR Thunder 2004's modded career mode for me. And yeah, if you want to keep seeing more on this series, hit that like button down below the video and hit that subscribe button if you're new here. And for those of you who want the mod yourselves, it'll be linked down in the description. And by linked, I mean it'll be linking to the original person's video. I don't think I made that 100% clear last time I explained it. I could create a custom paint, but I am not that great at making my own paints in NASCAR racing games in general. Actually, I'm just suck at making paints in general. So if you guys want to try to make a paint for me, let me know. They actually created like a little template system for everybody to be able to do it themselves. And I'll take pretty much almost any paint scheme as long as it is G-rated, okay? Well, let's go ahead and jump right on in. It is good to be back. I am so happy. Pocono, I have back-to-back wins. Pocono's next though. I'm looking forward to it. Woo! Things are going to get spicy out there, aren't they? Well, maybe. So for today's modded career race, I have adjusted the AI a little bit to be a little bit harder at Pocono because they weren't that bad. I mean, the lowest or the highest, lowest, according to AJ, who created this amazing mod and this Excel spreadsheet and all this other cool stuff, which is really insane. So each race has its own stat, and apparently the stats for Bristol were always the AI was harder to get around. Dover actually wasn't supposed to be as hard as it was, but it was, mainly because it was also a combination of like the real world stats that the drivers already had. So that's the reason why Jeff Gordon was so insane. But I made Pocono harder. They had it at like 125%, which is a little easy, meaning that you could drive through the field a little bit better. We want challenges. And again, we're a year 2 team. We're not like a year 1 team that, you know, needs the assistance. Again, AJ, who created the mod, actually decided to try to balance it in a way so that as a rookie team, you were fighting for like 35th on back. Year 2, I wanted it to be a little bit harder for us, but we've kind of sort of been, you know, exceeding expectations. So each race from here on out will be a lot harder. Just to be honest, I already made the adjustments on Pocono. I'm gonna probably go through and make some more adjustments on the rest of the tracks. But we'll kind of see what Pocono looks like. Pocono is the first first trip for this. AI is now set to like a 90, which is a big jump from what it was. So we'll kind of see what happens, shall we? Without further ado though, let's go racing. And with that, I think, yeah, we have only one item that we can pretty much use, which is one Speedway chassis. Go ahead and slap that down. As far as motor goes, I don't, again, want to use one of our better motors due to the fact that I'm just concerned about the potential for losing those motors, especially since there's 2 that are still brand new and we're working on a 3rd. And as far as body goes, we only got one Speedway body in our shop that we can work with. We also got road courses coming up. So another week, another 66 overall rated car. Can't wait. Pocono's next, a harder Pocono. Let's go. My original setup did not come over, so I had to make a quick pit stop to make sure I fixed that. I don't know about you guys, but it's just something so peaceful about driving down the straightaway at Pocono and having a shift. And I miss that about Pocono. I do know that the newer cars should be able to do that because, you know, you got 5 gears rather than 4, but the old school, oh, can't beat it. Like, money shifting was a thing back then. Anyways, we'll come around the tunnel turn here with our brand new setup. Modify it a bit so that we don't blow our motor. And I might modify it one more time just to extend out the rear end gear to make sure that we don't eclipse the red line or the red zone too much.
You're in good shape. MRN is live in Pennsylvania today at the Pocono Raceway for the Pocono 500. And Barney, there are a few unique twists to this 2.5-mile tri-oval.
Unique is definitely the word for this racetrack. First of all, there are only 3 corners, each of which has completely different banking, which also means there are 3 straightaways. And guess what? They're all different lengths. This is one tough racetrack to prepare a race car for.
The 53 car has certainly qualified well in the speedways this year.
Oh yeah, and that makes it so much easier on race day also. When there isn't much traffic, it makes your race a lot less stressful as a driver.
Terry Labonte has been called the Iceman because of his cool demeanor under pressure. But maybe the nickname Iron Man is more appropriate.
You know, that's right. Labonte set a record for consecutive race starts with 655. That's over 20 years without missing a race.
Ryan Newman is clinging to a top 10 points position coming into this race.
Yeah, he needs to focus on this race. A poor finish can quickly bounce you out of the top 10, but a win can gain you several positions, might even put you in the top 5. We'll see what happens.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
I've got one of the slowest startups because gear 2 to 3, I just bogged down so I can get the shifts that I want. Oh, hello tightness. Hello tightness, my old friend. My gosh. Went into the first corner and was just the tightest car I could find.
Number 97 just bumped you. Great. Now you got a target on your back.
Who just tried to wreck me? Was that Tony Stewart? Haven't even gone one full lap and my car's already destroyed. Okay, well,
Keep him behind you if you can.
it's fine. We'll be fine.
The 5 car is outside.
So I'm not seeing right off the start where the AI is strong.
Only has about a second on you.
I do see that Matt Kenseth might need another another paint scheme though. This man is driving that that AT&T broadband once again.
But try not to hold him up either. All clear, buddy.
If I see it for a 3rd week in a row, we'll change the scheme. Manual.
Hey, we're clear. Gotta keep the tires in good shape to be fast, buddy. Far high.
Really passed these guys a little bit easier than I expected to. Thought they would have put up a little bit more of a fight, but that's okay. So things have kind of plateaued. I'm not catching Dale Jr.,
I'd like to see.
but I'm not being caught by the pack too much either. I get a really good run off of the tunnel into 3 and 4. And that sets me up really well for the straightaways.
Work with the leader. Let's see if we can break away from the pack.
He just walks up the hill. I get behind Dale Jr. and like I'm walking up the hill and it's really getting annoying. Got a real good run off the tunnel.
The 8 car is up high. Still beside you. You've got the lead. Number 8 is passing high.
Ooh, I got him. All right, set sail. The car is unbearably tight in turns 1 and 2 now. I have no idea what to do about it. Like I'm going into the corner and it just wants to walk up the hill. But because of our gear ratio in 3, and you know, for the tunnel turn and in turn 3, like we literally are getting what we need in turn 3. Like that's what's keeping us ahead of Dale Jr., but we're not pulling away. And we do have some cars coming down pit road here on lap 8 of all laps. So that's really early.
You haven't got much longer on that left front tire. Start out low. Okay, we're
I
clear.
was able to get it in there a little bit easier. So I guess I just got to start the turn in earlier. And that's what I'm not doing. is that I'm not turning in early enough. The urge of me to just keep shifting down to second because of how the car sounds is a little frightening. This is the second time I've done that. And that just ruined this entry of turn 3. I was about to say 4. I had to catch myself.
Still there. 53-14. You okay in there? Still beside you. Clear on both sides.
New tires versus old tires. New tires wins all the time. It is nice to see the variation of pit strategy, though. Like some cars coming in on lap 7, lap 8, and trying to see if they can, you know, outduel the leaders is a frightening change. I don't think we saw that before in season 1, and I could be wrong. I'll have to go back and look, but I definitely don't believe we saw that in year 1, where we saw a differing of strategy. So maybe that could be something that is also probably in here.
Top 5 cars are on.
Wow, really just height. Just went right to the wall. And for whatever reason, for the life of me, I cannot ever find Kevin freaking Harvick. Where the heck is Harvick? I am not trying to drift. This is not Tokyo Drift. This is NASCAR.
The 38 car is coming up quick. Start out low.
That gave me my turn in I needed, but boy, that lap sucks.
And now Mustang getting on the pit road. He has surpassed the pit road speed and will be penalized in seconds. That will put extra pressure on his
I was going 71.
and get him back out into the race.
Well, there goes my bid.
Over the wall and begins to service this machine. This is their opportunity to shine. They can't make any
Can't have any mistakes from the crew.
routine 4-tire change. They'll also put in 2 cans of gas, 4 tires of gas on this stop.
Come on, let me go, man. This is longer. Okay, there we go.
That penalty really hurt. Got no one to blame but himself. The 19 car got into you there. Look out, traffic up high. Far high.
Did anybody else get scared when they heard that collision? Not sure why Ryan Newman's a rookie.
Still there. Okay, we're clear.
Gonna go ahead and pass by Michael Waltrip.
It's up high. You put another behind you. Be careful. You're using up those tires.
Got Jeff Gordon ahead of me.
Let's go now. Still 7 seconds off the lead.
And y'all know
Looking to settle the score.
Jeff Gordon hates me right now.
All clear, buddy.
I think Dale Jr. is the car that is all the way out there ahead of everybody else.
Save your tires.
You know, I would say that Jimmy Spencer is like a really big fantasy driver who's in the way, but the fact that he's up here for the second week in a row fighting for top 10 is just impressive to me. I think I got enough to catch up to Dale Jr., I think.
51-91.
Well, we are 6 seconds back.
Come on, buddy. We're 6 seconds back. Let's get up there. The 24 car is looking to pass. Far high. Clear.
6.2 at the line, 5 to go.
Behind you if you can. Worn tires won't help us. Be careful.
I laid a smoke screen on Jeff Gordon. I'm not saying I should win every race that we do, but by gosh, we really shouldn't be losing this bad.
51-29.
I'm 1 second of a lap faster than Junior. He was 6.1 at the line last time by. It's now 5.1. But I don't think we will have enough time to catch him. I don't think. Of course, I said the same thing last race where I was fighting Jeff Gordon and thought I didn't have enough time, and then I did.
Take it easy on those tires.
Nope, I think that's it. That right there was the nail in the coffin. We got into the wall.
52.41. That speed will get us to
I lost a tenth of a second.
The leader's put about 5 seconds on him. I'd like to see him stay back there. Your right front's wearing down. Keep an eye on it.
Yeah, I think the car is over. It's over for us. 5 second penalty really hurt. I mean, overall, I can't be too mad at the performance of the car. Had it not been for me messing up coming down pit road, I don't think we would have lost this. I think we definitely had a car to beat, and it's fine. You know, not having the car to win the race right now, it sucks, but we'll move forward. I think Dale Jr. definitely got this one.
The track is a sellout, but no one's sitting in their seats. All the fans are standing, and this one's about to end. White flag is up. This is the final run to the finish.
52.66.
All right, in turns 1 and 2, going down the Long Pond Straight.
Okay, buddy. We're about 5 seconds behind the leader.
Coming down the Long Pond straightaway. Yeah, Junior's left me behind. So we're going to go through the tunnel in a second to wrap up this lap.
The checkered flag is in the air. The leader has his eye on
Junior got me beat.
anything left.
That man gone. That man checked out. As a matter of fact, I do feel like the AI was a little bit more competitive because I wasn't just walking away from the field. I know I got a different gear ratio in, but I didn't feel like I was walking away from the field. I definitely do feel like the AI was a little bit stronger. And for Junior to win this, he got it. We'll take it. Second place. Should have been a win, but what can we say? Nice top 10, though.
Not many drivers led a lap in this race.
Yeah, I guarantee you there's at least 35 or 40 other drivers who wish they had seen the lead.
The 53 car now has one less friend in the garage area.
Well, when you're out there beating and banging on guys, some feathers are bound to get ruffled. Maybe after some time to cool off, they'll be back to racing with clear heads.
This has been NASCAR Winston Cup Racing, brought to you by EA Sports and MRN. We'll see you next week at Michigan.
Yet another awesome race in the books. Again, more my fault than anything else. That's why the margin of victory was 4.2. Had I not had that penalty, I think I really would have had Dale Jr. I would have had his number. My crew literally said, you know, keep it up. We would have been leading at the end of the race. I blew it, but it's okay. Second race in a row, though, we did not have a single caution. So, or no, we had a caution at Dover. Never mind. I caused a caution. But Dale Jr. wins over me, Jeff Gordon, Ryan Newman, Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson, Kevin Harvick, Ricky Rudd, and Dale Jarrett, as well as Kurt Busch, rounding out the top 10. Dale Jarrett actually, and Ryan Newman, from 24th on the grid to 9th, and Ryan Newman 21st to 4th, Jeff Gordon 17th to 3rd. So we're seeing some variation with this. Jimmy Spencer running up near the front, finishing in the top, 15. Really good for Jimmy Spencer. Really seeing the overall growth. Oh, hey, Scott Pruitt made the race today. Nice. So Scott Pruitt was in the race. Really not happy about Greg Biffle not running as well as I want him to. I might see if I can adjust his AI a little bit to give him a little bit more performance at some of these tracks. But overall, another good race. We kind of had to see what the point standings looked like once we leave Pocono. Let's head back to the race shop. All right, back in Atlanta. Michigan is next for the next race. I can't believe we took Pocono and basically peed that race away, but we did gain some valuable points in the standings. So now we're 116 behind the leader, which is now Dale Jr. again over Jeff Gordon. But I am closing in on Tony Stewart, so that could be something to watch out for. As you guys know, Tony doesn't like me right now, and that's fine. Still can't get Kevin Harvick because he's nowhere near the front of the field. There's nothing we can do in the garage area, but we are back in the positive in terms of money. I think it's like $230,000 that we have to work with. but we're still repairing everything else. So I don't know. If you liked today's video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys next time. Easy, everybody.